And I like how it starts off like boom, 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 boom. A lot of people don't know how to start up song ideas and actually see those ideas of songs through because they do not practice. And that's what I basically do for the most of the time. That's why a lot of people see me make beats and they don't understand why I make a lot of beats. And most of those beats, people probably don't even hear them afterwards. But it's because I'm coming from the perspective of practicing making music and that kind of thing. So today I'm back again in the studio and I'm gonna be practicing making beats and seeing it through. So that's what we're gonna do today. I think a 120 tempo would be super fun, and I think I'm gonna drop in a stage 73. I'm loving the sounds that this plugin has. It has really amazing sounds. Now to drop in some chords. You know what? I think I'll record this chord progression and then I'll change the sound later. So I'm going to go into the piano roll like that. And then I'm going to press R and then start recording. I think that's it. I think I can quantize this. And now what I need to do is switch out this sound. So I picked this Clean Mark 5. So now I just need to look for another one. I think the sound is good, but I'm gonna open up the effects panel here and I'm gonna throw in some effects. So there's already a stereo pan here. Ooh, that sounds nice. Now it's moving around in the stereo field. I think that sounds nice. And then next, I'm going to throw on a reverb. Okay, now it's sounding way better. You know what? I'm actually thinking maybe I can actually make this slower. So I think I'm going to slow it down maybe to like 117. And that's a good thing to kind of adjust your tempo before you start to really progress into the track, before you start to add other like loops and all those kinds of things. Because as soon as you start to change tempo, as soon as your song has progressed, you might actually mess up the track and everything can be thrown out of whack. So I think we have a nice chord progression that's, you know, nice and housey. So now I'm feeling like a bass line. So I'm going to go into flex and I'm going to throw in flex. And I know some of you guys like it when I open flex and I look for bass line, but yes, I am looking for a bass line. I don't want anything else other than a bass line. So I'm going to go ahead and look for a bass line. I just want something with like a lot of sub. So I'm going to, let's check out this loop bass. Okay. Nah, I think that's too much. I think this bass is fine. This organ vibe sound here, I think I can use that as kind of one of my basses, but I'm still gonna look for a bass. I did it again. Jesus Christ, I did it again. But this one doesn't count because this one is a bass, so this one doesn't count. So here's the bass line, and I'm just gonna quantize. And I'm just gonna make sure that my velocities are in place just like that. And I like how it starts off like boom, 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 boom. Like it goes up, like you see these notes here, it goes up and then it comes back down, like down to these notes here, and then it sustains there, and then it goes up again, and then sustains a little bit, and then goes up, and then it comes down again. But what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna throw in another flex again, and I'm gonna look for the bass that I intended to find the first time before I found this organ one, okay? There we go, that's the kind of bass I was looking for. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna copy what's in the pattern in the organ vibe, and then I'm gonna paste it in here. Paste like that. So this is the bass I was looking for. So it sounds like this. So I think I'm going to be switching between this bass and the second bass, like the organ vibe bass and the sub bass. So they're going to be switching depending with the arrangement section that it's going to be playing at. So this one, maybe I can throw it on maybe somewhere around here like that. So I'll just need to duplicate, and then duplicate this one. Hey, duplicate, bruh. There we go. And maybe I can actually change this second organ bass here. Just like that, just to add, you know, a little bit of variation. I think it'll be super cool. But now that we have the idea of the track, now we can start throwing in some other sounds. So what I can do now is throw in maybe a loop. Okay, I think I like this loop here. I like what it's doing. So now I'm gonna go into my samples, my deep house sample pack, just to find a kick that can go with this track. I think this one would be fine. I think this one is kind of cool, and then I'm just gonna trim it. So I'm gonna go to the mixer, and then I'm gonna turn down the instruments like that. So now you can hear that the kick is starting to like really punch through, because I feel like the piano and the bass lines, they were kind of like super loud in the mix. So I just had to turn down everything else. And just to turn down the sub bass a little bit. And I'm gonna go into hats, and I'm gonna create a new pattern in the channel rack right here. I think this one would be fine, so I'm gonna throw that one in. Matter of fact, I think this sound can be fine right there on the next section where the organ is. I'm just gonna turn the organ vibe up. Okay, so when it comes to this loop here, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a transient processor to it. And I'm gonna increase its attack and drop down the release. Do you hear how that sounds? I think that sounds better. So this is off, and this is on. Just to kind of tame it down a little bit, just like that, right? So this is how it sounds with everything. Let me know down below how you like this loop. Do you like it without the transient processor, or am I doing too much? But maybe I can just, you know, raise the release a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. I think that would be fine. And maybe something I can do with this next sound here, with this original chord sound, is I can layer it with something. So I'm going to throw in a morphine. Okay, I think I like the sound here, and it's gonna play around this section here. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a cymbal. I'm gonna throw on a cymbal right there. And maybe a reverse crash around this section here. So I'm just gonna make sure that it's in time nicely like that. Ooh, I like how the cymbal sounds. This one here. So I'm gonna come here to morphine like that. And I'm gonna throw that in like that. And I'm gonna add this right here. I think that sounds super cool. Now to throw in something else, like another instrument. So I'm gonna go into Flex. Okay, I think I like the sound here. I'm gonna record it in. Just nice and simple like that. Sometimes you can add big plugins just to, add something super simple. Because I feel like sometimes when you add a big plugin, you always think that you have to add like a super big, massive sound and something like that. Ooh, I like this mandolin here. Just like that. And I think the sound needs like a layer, like something to layer it with. So I'm gonna throw in, let's just see a GMS just for the heck of it. So I'm just gonna create an automation clip right here like that. And I'm just gonna automate the volume like that. So it'll just build up just like that. Okay, so I think the track is sounding nice. It's a nice idea. So now let me just play it back so you can kind of vibe out and hear how it's sounding right now. So what I'm gonna do now, just to make it build up so you can kind of have an idea of where I'm trying to go with it, I'm just gonna copy all of this over like this and just add the piano like that. And then maybe a crash here. And add this just for context, just like that. So now let's listen to the beat as it is now, and then we can just vibe out to it. So obviously I would add maybe, things like pads and things like that, but let me know down below what else you would add. So that's the percussions that I threw in right there. Maybe the sound can actually come in a little bit earlier. You know what? Maybe this sound is something I forgot. Yeah, that's much better. And I think the kick can remain the whole time. I think that's better arrangement. That sound actually sounds like a guitar, yo. Dun, 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 dun. Do you feel how high energy just got? Like the energy just came up a little bit. The energy is super up. It sounds pretty cool. Let me know what you think down below. But anyways, thank you so much for watching and for chilling with me today in the studio in this kind of video. I hope you liked it. If you did, drop this video a like. Also subscribe down below and join the family. But other than that, I'll see you in this next video that's right here on screen right now. You can click on that video to watch if you want to watch a video that's similar to this one.